Share the show here tonight. We got the Honorable Collins. Tonight we got Honorable Collins. The winner is great senior in here. Yeah, the winner is senior here, Anthony. The actor solo senior. Yeah, I told me 3 hours from my job to my house. I almost reached out my heart. The car went into the little thing. Monkey and then they say they rescue me. Well, not easy today, but thank God we made it. I got Honorable Chairman Collins going to be my special guest tonight. You all know, Honorable Man was in his way to Ggaa County just a couple, I think, some days, a week, not weeks. And he's back in the U.S. So tonight, we're going to have him here tonight. We're going to tell us all about Ggaa County. And God knows, the Honorable Man grew up in that particular part of the town. Bring it on here. I had almost 8 inches here. And the guys on it did it. I was like 2 blocks away from my house when I got stuck in this thing. We went never over there. I took 3 hours. So ladies and gentlemen, Collins is backstage Honorable Collins, the guy who grew up in Grand County, came to the United States and led his people for 2 years. I heard he would push up anything and TMC people. But you tell today he was ready TMC. And one know here, without putting in a friend. I thought that was they put backstage. Finally, get a man by knee, get a good knee one time, they get a good knee at least. So that's how we're going to do the music here, call that music and get on here and bring on the honorable man here. Yeah, I mean, I made it home. And the bad part about it, Mr. Collins is backstage. The honorable man is backstage here with us. And we're going to probably spend a couple hours, maybe 1 hour and a half here with the honorable man. And the bad part about it, honorable man, I went to work Saturday. I didn't come back until this morning. Nobody to release me. They all play lock and low. Anybody to call and say, go to play, where are you? Did I get left? This morning I was lucky somebody came and they got me out of there. I was so happy. So welcome to the Print Double Show, Honorable Collins.
Thank you very much.
You've been away from the Print Double Show for a very, very long time. We just see you on Facebook, your picture, CMC, calling Labrio. I know you go open CMC office. But welcome to the Print Double Show tonight. Yeah, welcome. You back in the States?
Yes, I'm back in the States. I'm happy to be here. I had the opportunity to visit our county. And a lot of things I saw and I would like to share with all of you.
Before you do that, I new people that got new members who just joined this double show following all over the place. They don't know you. So please introduce yourself and tell them what you've been doing around here.
Well, I'm Tillman Collins. Yeah, Tillman Noanin Collins, former national president, Green Ggaa Association in the United States. And I think that's the big introduction, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, Green Ggaa Association in the United States. I'm a member of the association, and I just visited Liberia and back. I was in Liberia for 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Oh wow.
Yeah.
How many weeks you spent in Israel?
I spent about, I think, 4 days in Israel.
Since they say what war, is it your first time going back there?
What, in Israel?
Yeah.
No, I've been in Israel a couple of times.
I heard Tito chased you out, 1990. You been going back there? Say you got chased out of there by Tito?
Yeah, Tilo chased out. But when I left in one of the articles, I saw you and your brother and your mom there. So I don't know whether you're chasing. I was
there before you. I passed over your. I was right. I passed over your wife. Tilo black and room. It was right. So we had flowers right. So, Mr. Collins, thank you and welcome again to the Print Double Show here. How's your community, Ggaa community moving? I saw you that inaugural program in September.
Yeah, I think Green Ggaa Association here, is actually doing well. I've been following it. In fact, I was in Liberia. I spoke to the president twice, Madam Paul. I spoke to Madam President, she's connected. I mean, and she's connecting more. While she's here, she's talking to people in Liberia, and she's making things happen. She got one of the most effective youth group in the organization since I've been part of it for the past 25 years. So, and the youth are very vibrant. The chairman, he's hands-on. And I think they're doing fairly well. We should all rally around them and support them.
Okay. So right now, you think the union is on course?
Of course, it's on course. I mean, everywhere you go, you see a shadow of the union, So I think they're on course. And the presence are also felt in Liberia, Green Ggaa and all that. People not talking about division, they're not talking about split, they're talking about what Madam President or team is actually doing on the ground.
Oh, okay. That's good. So, Mr. Collins, you were raised in Grand Gila County. You went to high school there. From then you went to Cottontown after you left high school, and you just came from the city, the Zwedru area. Can you do the little comparison here when you were in Zwedru back and compare Zwedru to now? Is there any different or any improvement?
Well, that's a disappointing thing, Prince and everybody that listening. You the essence of life is growth. Grand Judah was established 1964, and for us to be comparing, probably not even probably to compare now with the past. When I was in Zwedru in the 80s, I started school in the 70s, in the 80s, and in the 90s. During the 90s, we had a war, okay? But 70s and 80s to compare it to now is so embarrassing because the 70s and the 80s are better than what I saw in Zwedru. And I'm sorry to say, I mean, anybody that go down there, especially people that live there during the 70s and the 80s will tell you. The town is horrible. I mean, there are things that we don't need money to do. I listened to the city mayor last night, and I was very, very disappointed. You don't need money to clean up your place. You do not. And what she exhibited last night just show what I saw there. And I think we all need to be concerned. We can't throw help or give them the kind of things that they say they need when they're not making use of what they have on the ground. So to answer your question, Zwedru is just in a deplorable situation. Zwedru City in particular. And before I went to Zwedru, I had the opportunity to go to Nimba. My friend Tim was having a seminar there. I was in Sanikole, and from there I came and went to Zwedru. I stopped in Ganta. We stayed in Ganta for over 4 hours. Saw Sanikole, the capital, and we came. And going into my own hometown, Zwedru, and see the condition that I saw there, it was just sad. It was embarrassing. Yeah.
Wow. So you say you spent a couple of days there. You went there to establish the CNC headquarters, or you just wanted to see your people?
Well, there is a program that we're working on, and I don't know whether you followed me there. I did a press conference there.
Yeah, I saw the
We're
interview.
trying to see how we can get the young people to realize the importance of the votes. And we are trying to mentor those that never voted before, that will be eligible for vote in 2029. And I'm talking about folks from like 10th grade. And we assume, let's use the American age, they'll be like 16 years old when you're in 10th grade right now. You'll be 17, and when you're in 11, and you'll be 18 when you're in 12. So 3 years from now, those in 10th grade will be eligible voters for 2029. So we want to be able to deal with these 3 classes, and we're earmarking 2,000 students from 16 high schools in Zwedru. They're going to take part in a massive, big seminar that we sponsor and we'll be having there. And we're going to tell them the importance of the vote, the impact it has on the future of every one of them. People sit down today and they see their parents then sitting home, they can't afford school fees. It's because of the decision we made today in voting for people who care less. They just win and forget about improving the condition and the lifestyle of parents and the very students, the very schools that are there. They don't turn to it. So once you educate these young people, they will understand that if Mr. Doba wants to be senator, or he wants to be representative, or he wants to be president or vice president, they're not only restricted to Grand Judah. We got to make wise decisions. What is it that we're going to get as young people in return to be able to make our country to be a better place? to make Great Nigeria to be a better place. We will not be talking about diet and all those kind of things. We'll be talking about how we make progress, how our resources are used and maximized, and all that. So that's the reason why I went there. And I had the opportunity to talk to the chairman of the Principal Association, Mr. Bolen, who's the principal of Multilateral High School, because he's the head of all the principals there. And I unveiled my plans, and we had a good discussion. He was very happy about it because everybody concerned, but people need to act. We talk plenty from Great Nigeria. I mean, we're all into just this talking, but we need actions. We need to talk. We need to be able to work on a plan to be able to get ourselves from where we are. So our visit was focused towards that. Then I had the opportunity to
meet the county leaders, the local authority, any leaders from the local authority. Did you meet any of them when you went there?
I never met the two leading officials, the city mayor and the superintendent. They were not even there. And I wish they were there because I really wanted to have a discussion with them. I never saw them; they were not there. But I was able to visit most of the different places that they got. I visited the university campus. I met with Dr. Iri Borto, one of our sons from here. He's doing extremely well in the school. He opening up a lot of opportunities in the school there. He's selling the school out to people so they see what kind of school he took over and how he can improve the condition there. So I left. I went to Zwegru Multilateral High School after meeting the principal. I had a tour of the campus. I think Bole is also doing well. And there's potential that we can do better, but we need a kind of innovative leaders that we need to have, not only local leaders in the county, but elected leaders as well, that will be committed to the growth and development of Great Nigeria.
You think the current leaders don't have it?
I don't think so. From what I saw, it's not only restricted to them. I think those that are the legislative caucus, those that we elected, need to formulate means to see how they can pressure the local leaders to do their job. I think they misconstrue and misunderstand decentralization. Not because they're decentralizing local works means that you are not accountable. You can share the growth of the county with people that are elected. I think that's the mistake that the local leaders are making. And they need to come to the table and understand that the only way you can get Great Nigeria going forward, except they work holistically, all of them. And it's sad. It's very, very sad because we put so much into the county. All of us here in the United States, everybody here, Great Nigerians here invest a lot into that county. Every new structure that you see in Great Nigeria, Great Nigerians in the diaspora are involved in it. The support base, the feeling of people. If we're not here, if the Great Nigeria diaspora members were not here, our people are going to starve in Great Nigeria, because if you calculate how many people work for government and other construction places, the fundings that they get on a monthly basis can sustain people in our county. You see business people going there, opening stores and all that thing, they depend on the money that we pay for here, and we need to get involved and make sure that our county is better. So I mean, that's my concern. It should be the concern of everybody here in the United States.
Wow. So you think that the current leaders, as compared to the 80s did well than our current leaders?
Well, let me give you a scenario here. I listened to the city mayor last night, and Albert Duru asked a question. One of the things I think he was trying to find out, when we were in school, I was my classmate when we were in school in Julie High School. And the city mayor was also in school. She was not my classmate, but she was in school. She knew that we had this program we used to call, work days for high school. I mean, for
students. Yeah, the students.
For students. Yeah, in America, we call it community service. That it was instituted by local government officials. They never imposed on anybody. But they were able to make the case to principals and, to tell them, look, we all live here in Grenada. We live in Zwedu City. Let the student learn to be able to do community service. Each high school, we gave portions to each high school that belongs to government. And at least once a month, they can come and clean it, that the portion. And if it is clean, you will feel good that you have done it. We used to be excited to do that. They were not imposing on us. The superintendent at the time that brought that stuff on our team way. You have the late City Ottawa was sitting there. They worked together, they told the principals and they understood that, and everybody was giving portion in the town. Multilateral High School had a place, AG School had a place, Julia High School, and you go Baptist, everybody. Every one time in the month, we make sure we do that. So I listened to her last night and she said, those days, right now you can't do it. Why you can't do it now? What's wrong with even talking to people? They're not innovative. That's what we're talking about. If they gave you a piece of job to do, you should have a plan. And you should be innovative. You should be able to reach out to people. We got our country down there, getting to be the least in the country. Crazy, there wasn't like that. Zwedu is, I was telling people, we got pavement in 1984. Our people paved Grange there. The street in front of the palace is paved. The street coming from AG Church all the way going to the old police station in front of the youth building is paved. The street from Tottenham Palace going all the way in town through the market is paved. The other street from Abbott West store going all the way to the airport is paved. Those streets were paved in 1984. But if you drive on those streets right now, the dust that will come from behind your car is more than driving on the highway. So why you got pavement in the town? They can't even clean the street. The sand has turned into real dust. It accumulated for years. So everybody that got stores along those lines, when you enter the store, the horses are dusted. The goose in the store, very dusty. The place is just dirty. And they put in there. I think I sent you some pictures of some of
I want to play a video here. So the people can see what actually going on in Zwedu Grange County. And this is something that the mayor is supposed to get in charge. I'm very sure they take taxes or they collect money from the marketeers, people who got businesses. So you pay people, you hire people, even or daily laborers. They clean the city and the city look good. But the video you send me, they are very discouraging. I'll play this video.
To the Zwedu City Hall. This is the Zwedu City Hall, and this is the road that leads to the Zwedu City Hall. When you are coming from Desert Speedway, and this is where they are dumping tires. Just imagine. In the heart of the city, you have so much dirt. People are just dumping it from left to right. This road leads to the city hall. Imagine. As you can see, that's the from afar you can see the quota. That's the road that is heading to the former city hall. Desert Speedway. This is where they are dumping dirt. So you see, that building you are looking at is the city hall, and this is the road that leads to the Zwedu City Hall. How frustrating it is. So this road leads to the Zwedu City Hall. This is
the road are going to the city hall, and I'm informed that that particular city hall that behind there that guy pointing to, the people go and rent it. They have the program there, they rent it. So why they can't take the proceeds and fix the road that going to there, or even clean it, sweep the place?
Look, Prince, when Madame Sisiotoa and the late Aloshota Lucian were mayors in Sweden, they never had a real budget that they gave them to do their work. They had concession companies that operated in Sweden. And they liaised with these people and spoke to them and told them the initiatives they were undertaking in keeping the city to be okay. And these people worked and collaborated with them to get the city going. You got to, they got pretty close to 6-7 concession companies in Grand Gida.
Mm-hmm.
They operate there. That the capital. I mean, why you can't talk to them? Look at the road they just show you that going to the city hall. The only time you see that thing will be clean and graded when probably the president come in and he wants to use it. I think they clean it when they told the dope body and then say dope body there, they just clean it. But it's just embarrassing to be in a town. Roads are supposed to be clean. They're not clean. And now that we don't have the means to do it. Mm-hmm. Every time you talk to them, they talk about budget, they talk about money. You don't need money to be doing those things. You need to get in your car and go to these people and let them know. Come up with a plan. That was somebody asking, what is your plan? And for the city. You can't continue to blame the superintendent for undermining your work. First of all, what the work you're doing in the town for which they undermine?
But the city look very terrible though. From the pictures we got. Somebody calling you, they don't want you to speak. Hey, Mr. President?
No, yeah, I'm okay right now. So
somebody say the company, I'm sure those guys go because you see the at the Raritan market, all those people who get the market, the tables selling. Because my mom used to sell in there. They used to pay money. It was those days they used to pay 25 cents and they would take the money and hire the city people and they would sweep around in the evening time when the market people leave. And that's how the people ran the market. So why they can't do it in the same thing? They got businesses over there. The people pay taxes, they collect it, you rent the city hall, you take the money and you get a group of people who will sweep the place. People want jobs.
They issue papers to businesses in the town because I did my research there. They receive money from them. They receive money from people that got small businesses and all along the road. I mean, they need to give account of what they do with that money. I heard somebody promising that the time you want to give them this. I met the city mayor when she came here the first time in the United States. And she wanted me to reintroduce her to the mayor of the city of Pittsburgh because I did the first time when Betty Breeze was the city mayor. We went there, we signed documents that were willing to use Radio as sister city. But then when she went back, Betty left the job. So when she came, she told me, I said, I will do a follow-up from there. And they want to lay back, they don't know how to do anything. Because if you're working under the Internal Affairs Ministry when you come here, you need to come with jobs. You don't just go to the people and ask to, for them to establish city relationship with your city. When you don't even have the history of your city. What is it that you got in the city? What is it that's going to attract a city here in the United States to establish a relationship with your city? Those are things that you need to plan when you come in with photo that entice them to be able to do it. Nobody just sitting out here by the time you come from Ziata, you say you got city, then we'll start rushing behind you to do. That's not how they do it. There's a process. Mm-hmm. And in doing the process, you research, you come here, you come prepare. So when you come and you talk to people, because when we went, let me tell you the experience we had. We went to Pittsburgh, and Betty is a very experienced person. Anthony Kessler, who the deputy minister of state for public affairs, he was ULA president then. So he recommended us because they had a ULA program in Pittsburgh. Yeah. And then they offer to say they want one city in Liberia that they can use, and as a sister city. They never had any in Africa. Liberia will be okay. So I attended that program with Kesali there. So when Betty came, I said, you and Kesali will help you together. You sit in there, talk to Kesali. Maybe Kesali will be able to recommend Zredru City, and she did. And Kesali really did. I got a copy of the letter here. So when she got the letter, I provided transportation for her to come. At that time, I thought with the president, to come here. She came. We went into the place there, and the guy sat down with us. The president of the city council, one Douglas, and the guy told the budget that the city has. My man, the budget the city has is far more than what we got in Liberia. City of Pittsburgh budget was more than the Liberian government budget. And he just asked Betty, so what's Zredru City's budget? It was embarrassing to answer that question because we don't even have budget.
No budget.
But the guy never gave in, and the guy agreed. The guy said some of the things that they want to do, they want to use business people from here to go to see Zredru City and see what's attractive. Some of them just want to do tourism. Some of them want to do other things. When you establish a city relationship with another city, it's not just the name. It's encouraging people from your city to go to that city and see what they like and be able to invest in that city. So if anybody feels they want to come here to do that, you got to be able to have a plan and come and present your plan when we introduce you to these people. You don't just walk here and people start grabbing your city if they are doing it. Everybody will be here in America looking for a relationship. It don't work that way. Yes. So we need innovative leaders. That's what we don't have.
You listened to the mayoress last night. Are you waiting to work with her, show her these things, these ideas you got when she comes here? I think she needs
to first of all, she needs to do her work in Zredru first. Let's see what she's capable of doing. Because from what I just came from Zredru about a week ago, what I saw in Zredru and the way and manner in which they carry out things in Great Zredru in particular, there's no need of investing your time and effort in them. I will encourage people here in America to first of all make sure they do their work. Great at our place, we want it to be better, but if you got people who can't do their work, who don't know what they're supposed to be doing, you can send millions of dollars there. They will not do anything effectively. They won't do it. I mean, look at the day in the town. The city mayor, I listened to her last night. She was talking about giving contract to people, to dispose there. I went through their budget. I think 2024 they have about $30,000, and they get a lot of money from concession and other places, especially money that the superintendent just used, like the $400,000 they had there. These pickups are look like keke. You think they can buy it? How much it costs to take that and be able to dispose it somewhere? They can't do that. It's like you have your home, you want me to come and vacuum clean your home, but first of all, use the broom and sweep there first. Yeah. At least when you sweep and looking all right and the rocks and other things there, the broom can take the dirt from there, then we can use the vacuum to clean it. And they can do that. The grass that in the town, you need money to cut it?
No, you don't need that much money.
I was surprised when I went to the administrative building and I saw the heavy grass around it. I said, but Chelsea, I left all this stuff here and went on Cali People Campus.
Is it the City Hall rule?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You got bush all over the place.
Around the former City Hall building. Where it would take them to clear these things themselves and make the pathway?
They don't do it, but they go on Cali Campus and call the priest and tell them they have an obligation to clean up the place. They're educating people. They can't do it. You got grass all over your place. You go around Tugbourne Palace, you see the grass out there, you'd be surprised. They're higher than the grass that he saw on Cali Campus. What they got, they're not doing anything down there. They need to first of all do their job. When you talk about it, they're talking politics there. It's just embarrassing. You talk to the city mayor, she said the superintendent and the superintendent trying to dictate and want to do your job first, man. You go to the superintendent and you talk to him, He said, yeah, then don't like it. These people then the opposition and all kind of stuff. So they came to the job. These people opposition, they didn't want you to go to sell forest. The opposition, they didn't want you to go down there and take the people forest to sell it. The opposition, you have $400,000 and you dispense. Yeah, told you to do that. I mean, people just shifting blames around. At the end of the day, our country suffer a lot. And it's sad to see Lofa, Grenjide, Nimba, and Bong being established 1964. And we used to be up there. Bong County was not even close to us. And now we're lagging way, way, way behind. And you go to Bong County, you'll be very surprised. You go to Lofa, I'm not going to Lofa, you know, because I don't went on that side. But you go to Nimba can't even be compared. Ggaa City alone is one of the best commercial cities you got in the whole Republic of Liberia.
Ggaa with Zwetu, man.
No, and our district headquarters there. Yeah. So when you go to San Nicolas, you see the work that the lady down there and her team doing.
The superintendent cleaning the city.
Yeah. So just adopt something. Look.
So what you been there, you saw them, you know these people. Why you think stopping them from doing their job they were given to do?
The people don't even speak to one another according to what I learned.
Do they even live in the town?
Yeah, they don't talk to one another. If you have the city mayor and the superintendent not talking to one another, obviously nothing going to happen. When you saw the superintendent talking about cleaning the town, if he had that relationship with the city mayor, you place a phone call and they will work together because that's our responsibility. That's not the superintendent's responsibility. Mm-hmm. But they bring these things upon our people and our people suffer. You go in the town is just, I mean, it's just discouraging. It's just a big market ground. Music, everywhere, they got shop, all on the sidewalk, they got all this. It's just bad.
Was it like that back in the days?
Never ever. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. You know, it wasn't like that up to 1989. As far as I'm concerned, you can ask anybody that lives in Israel, you call them, they will tell you. You know.
Yeah. So, Mr. Collins, people might think that you saying these things. So you have any ambition to join in the race 2029? Some we see Mr. Collins on the ballot, piece of ballot paper running around the city, senator, representative, or one of those things.
I heard I seen a question when I was in radio. And I told the journalists that asked me that people that love the county, when they start to talk about things that affect the county, the next thing, people want to conclude that, oh, you want to run for office. I got no intention. The only thing I can promise you on this line, and you should take my word for it, I am going to make sure that anybody we elect in 2029, the 3 districts and the senator, they will have to commit themselves to the people and do better than what they are doing right now. And we're not going to shy away. I'm not talking about, I mean, I am going to work, not behind the scene, but openly, and bring a lot of voters to make sure we change things in Grenjide. We got coordinations going on. We got fundings that we're putting together. And we'll do whatever it takes to make sure we got effective leaders in Grenjide. Because I think if you're putting a puzzle together, it's not just getting people to get fixed things, but you got to have a team. Mm-hmm. And the team got to have a plan to make sure the goal is to make sure Grenjide is okay. So we all need to work together. We all need to support those plans.
Voter education and all kind of stuff.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring more than 5,000 new voters to the city. There are a lot of people, the population of Grenjide is big. And the new voters that will come in 2029, we vote differently than how voters were voting in the past. I can assure you of that. And we're going to make sure we work behind the scene to do that.
So let's pivot a little bit to the Putu or the Ggaa Mountain. You've been in the town. You spent a couple of days there. You were interviewed by journalists. There's a news that the government, the central government down Monrovia, trying to reopen the Putu Mountain deal so they can have the people go back there. Your time is where you ever saw anybody going around educating our people or informing them that there's a company that will come here and start taking your resources. You ever saw that?
No, I never saw that. And you know what's surprising is that the vice president just visited Sweden, and the vice president went into Grand Ggaa where we got a mountain, and he was pronouncing that they're working behind the scene to make sure Putu, and everybody was excited and they were clapping. We should know about those things way ahead before the vice president gets his
yeah, it's not like that. It's not just
So we got representatives, we got senators. And if you go into an agreement or the reviewing an agreement that has to do with Grand Ggaa, it's not the personal stuff. It's for Grand Ggaans. We should be having meetings. We should be educating people on what is unfolding with respect to the Putu Mountain. It's so sad that we have the vice president coming and talking about it. And our first time hearing it, we're excited. The chiefs and other people clapping.
Yeah, the citizens don't know about it. They don't tell them.
And that's the problem. There was a video in the same direction here in Nimba County regarding the mountain, regarding the company that operates there. And the senator, Atitwan, was speaking to a town hall and letting the people know exactly what was unfolding.
Yeah, telling the people say this is their company need to bring this, build schools, do this, and you are
exactly. I posted that on my page months ago, it was last year. Those are the kind of things we expect people to do. No. So as a result, people don't take Grand Ggaa serious. They do not take Grand Ggaa serious. So they do whatever they want to do down there. They sign anything they want to sign, and then they bring it, and we accept it. You know, people need to stand up for that county. Look, we got over 200 mining companies operating in Grand Ggaa right now.
Wow.
And they generate over $5 million per month for that very Grand Ggaa county on a monthly basis. But the county looks like trash. Nobody goes to those places. We got mining institutions are open all over. When you calculate and accumulate the total amount of money that they get from that, is almost $5 million a month.
Wow.
Over 200 of them. What are they doing for the county? And the city mayor sitting down looking for money. You got 6-7 logging company, concession company operating there in your county, and your road are leading to your place, they're not even open. You can't even buy the small things that are keke leg stuff to trash your day in the town. And the guy's taking all your resources. All the rivers and everything in Grand Ggaa, all of them muddy. Fish dying. We used to drink those stuff, the quick water and all that thing. They don't drink it anymore. You got hosts all in the place. We're not getting anything in return. So that way you got all kind of people rushing there. They got Chinese people that live in Grand Ggaa in the bush. They got Ghanaians that live in Grand Ggaa in the bush. They got Nigeria, all those guys. Besides the noise they're making about the Mossy people taking the forest, there are far more things that are happening in Grand Ggaa. When you learn about it and you follow it, you feel very bad for the country.
When I went to Grand Ggaa, the hotel I was stopping, there was the 3 Chinese guys in the hotel. They cooking at night. They got these stove that they put the gas or whatever, and they were cooking. I was shocked what Chinese people doing in that place, down in the bushes. They feel superintendent again wanted to send some people to the Chilean people town in District 1 to go in Vleita and other towns. And the Chinese are doing things. What you just said, man, it's a shocking thing that the money of people, though, so those companies, they don't give nothing to the country.
The country leaders need to come to explain, but most of them leave, they get in the car, they go for inspection, and they get their money, and they come back. Those guys should be able to, let them work together as a team. When you get people from Monrovia to come mine, it doesn't mean you can come and explore Granger. You go, you register with the lands and mines, they give you people from commerce and finance, like you got money, right? It doesn't mean you can come and take stuff from Granger without sitting down with the local official of Granger to understand what is it that we're getting, because of our resources. But if you just let it deal with you, you will have hundreds of them coming, because to deal with you is easy. It's to give you money and just go. Whatever happens to Granger,
if you there, Mr. Collins, I think you were in Granger at that time, or you didn't go there that time. In the Chin area, the Chin Mason Town, wherever they call this town name, with the Vleita, the Chinese guys, they said they had a Class C lesson. It's the Class C will give you the right to go and see if there's something you can mine there. Then you finish, and you go to Monrovia and get a Class B before you start. And these guys had Class C, and they were carrying the elevator, they carrying those calipers all ready to go and start digging. And the citizens had to stop them, brought attention. They how you call it, current devils and things got to come outside and see some of those guys. And what you said about the citizens, the towns that are affected, they're not benefiting nothing.
No. We need to be proactive. We need to put our feet down. We need to do a lot more than what we have done in the past if we want to preserve Granger County. I'm telling you. And whether the president hears it or the vice president or this, you cannot leave Monrovia and just run into Nimba County with license and just start money. You can't do it. And you can't, the guys from different countries, you can't go to China, you and myself right now, and get license and start running into China and start mining the resources. You can't even do it in Ivory Coast and Ghana. We lived in Ivory Coast before. Yeah. They don't just give the forest all like that. We got, you know how many Ghanaians we got in the bush in Granger? So many of them. And they got papers from Monrovia, from central government. So when they come, they just gave our people spotting and they're exploiting the county.
Whatever they take from those bushes, wherever they take from the ground, they get taken. We don't even know what they're taking out of there.
Yeah, they're not the place. They're looking for gold. That's what they're looking for. So when they get it gold and they cheat that kind, they're talking the cheese like bring money, they bring plenty, they give it to you. But I just told you, I spoke to somebody from Lens and Mars, and the guy told me, the guy said, Granger, Grand Crew, most especially Granger. The guy said, just some total or more. The mining companies are in your place. They max almost $5 million a month of gold. If you go to the Lens and Mines, you go to Monrovia and ask them, what is the total cost of mineral that they have taken from Granger last year? They will not tell you. Because they don't know. There's nothing there for them to tell, oh, this person bringing the gold, we know how much gold they're taking out. No. And those things can finish. You can replenish them. So right now we're excited that they're coming opening up our mountain. The only thing the vice president probably was talking about, I listened to him, we had over 400 trucks. You're not talking about us having geologists and be able to benefit. Our trucks will be using there. And jobs will open. People should learn how to operate machines and trucks.
What a program they put in place to teach the children how to operate those things.
We got to protect what we have. And nobody going to exploit Granger for us to sit down and allow it to go on up to 2029. We need to be able to put forces together to make sure we preserve what we have. we ask the question, it's going to start from those that we elected. Those that we elected, we need to push them and put their feet to the fire. We need to start talking to young people so they understand that whatever happens to Grange there tomorrow, they're not going to have a future. You know, for some of us, we already retired. We hit the retirement age. But the young kids that are coming out, they need a future. They need something, you know, that they can depend on tomorrow. Look at our community college. We don't need for government to give us money to develop it. We got so much resources right down there. I went on the campus, they don't have lights. Besides the solar panel that I arranged for them to put on the school. My friend from Pittsburgh and Bottle were telling the students, they don't have anything there. They don't have transport.
And they call it university.
Yeah, no lights. You know. So
then what they upgraded to university level? What are they learning? They got labs. They got what are they learning there? No lab. They got going and teach them.
Bottle doing well. You know, one of the things that he's doing, he's drawing the attention of everybody. He drawing the attention of everybody that he speaks to. As a matter of fact, we'll be visiting the campus. When I came from there, I had a discussion with Musa Ability, and he'll be visiting the campus over the weekend, you know, together with Representative DB and other folks that will be traveling with him to Grange there. You know, so whatever.
What do you mean we will be visiting? Who we will be visiting? What's that?
I'm talking about the CMC. I'm talking about Musa Ability. I spoke to him. He will visit the campus. Like I told you, Bottle is reaching out to everybody. It's not about politics. It's about helping the community. Yeah. The preachers that Musa Ability building in different places that not only CMC members that drive on it.
Yeah, people.
Other CMC drive on it. You know, so when you go to the community college and you put one light bulb up there, it's not CMC people that will only see the light. All Grangeans that go to that school will see the light. So anybody that we can arrange with that will be able to help, it'll be okay. The vice president went down there, he broke ground for a student center. If you go in the center, then not only Unity Party thing will go there, you know. So the best you can do is the outreach, and what ERIC is doing effectively at the school. And I think they're going to help the school in the long run. In the next 2 years, I think the community college will be elevated a little bit when it comes to infrastructure and other things.
So Grand Grenada County right now, especially Zwedru, is downward, not like before. Things are deteriorating over there. People, I mean, the community college, they say university. I saw the campus. I said, how much data does those guys spend? Those guys get the money. Every real people don't want to say that. You don't consider that even some kind of an elementary school. You don't do that. But
yeah, I visited all the
college and university over there. So your thing here is not to go back in the house. You were there before. It's not to see the representative. No, I need Collins.
I can be very effective. I can be very effective as I am than to run for office. And, you know, I mean, I'll be better off when I run for office to do well for the county. But I've ruled it up. I think I've served the county in that direction. But I want to use, you know, what I have right now, my connections and other things to make sure that the country is effective. So there are a lot of people.
Can you use your connection to at least work with our city mayor, so you can help the lady to at least bring the city up to date and help our city up. This city is very terrible. Let me play the video again here, Mr. Collins. We do these things so people can know, and those who will come in can come in. Look at the city or city. Their road leads to the city hall. The hall. They ring the city hall.
This is the Swedish City Hall. And
so that particular road that's going to the city hall, Mr. Collins, that city hall is being leased. People go and lease it and rent it and have the programs. So they pass on the road to go to that city hall to go. Let's say I'm having a program. Is that the road that I'm going to walk or drive on to go to the city hall? Is that
yeah, but please, you got concession companies that got Britos, they got Caterpillars, they got all the stuff in Grange there. And you got a road like that. If the people say, look, no happen, we can commit this to you, but you need to buy fuel. You can buy fuel from the money that you're collecting from people, that using the city hall. Or you just write and lay out your plans and see whether these guys are in the mining company, the mining companies, construction company, other things will not be able to help you. But if you don't have a plan, and everybody's sitting now waiting for what they put in the budget before they can do their work, then nothing gonna happen. I just told you Sisi Ottawa, the list Sisi Ottawa should tell you. There was nothing in national budget for the city. They laid a lot of Lucian. There was nothing in the national budget for the city, but the city leadership was very effective in doing the job, using what they had in the county. So you can't sit back in your office and expect things to unfold. The idea of even appealing to us in the United States to help is just complete nonsense. I will not encourage anybody to do it until they can start to show what they're doing first. We've helped Ggaa a lot. I mean, people here did a whole lot. You're talking about Ggaa offered to do cleaning for the city. Plenty of people offer to do things. Everybody want to see so every city looks better. But if you're on the ground and the leadership is not doing what they need to do, what the essence are you putting resources together to help them?
So when the current city mayor start doing the right thing, you Collins will get involved to try to help her and show her the way forward.
Yeah, we in this heavy winter here. I'll place a call to her, not because I'm criticizing her right now. And I would suggest to her some of the things I think she can do. She's your friend, but Ggaa come first, Labro first. And and I have a friendship, my man. It's shameful. When I went to Ggaa, I took 5 persons with me. 3 of the 5 persons that went with me were not from Ggaa. One person was from Cape Mount, one person from Nimba. And I don't know where the other guy came from. I think from 2 persons from Nimba. And those guys, I mean, they were looking at our place, and they knew we couldn't compare that place with even Bangla City. Not to mention Nimba. Nimba is just outside,
And Nimba is there.
Yeah, Nimba just extreme. And yeah, the other thing here. We neighbors to Nimba. Both the superintendent, the city mayor, can pay a visit to Nimba, sit down with Cole and other people down there, and find out how some of these things are going down.
Yeah.
Probably they'll tell you they got big budgets, coming in, and they got big concessions that the companies there we don't have that. But at least they will show you some roadmap on how to get the city to be what it is.
Yeah, the city clean. The city is clean. I mean, that's about it, man. If they can't clean the road that go into somewhere that they can get money from, then what is the point of having that particular building? Because if I go to Ggaa County and I want to rent that building or do a program, and I see that kind of road, I'll be afraid to even walk on that road. But again, it's our county, Ggaa County, Mr. Collins, and to me, I think they need our help. So we gotta open up and try to help them out, especially the city mayor calling the superintendent her boss. Literally, it could be her boss. But do you think from her speaking last night, when she was talking last night, she didn't know the function of a city mayor or what?
I won't say, but people that listen to it will answer the question.
One of those that listen to it.
Yeah, listen. She talked about TOR, but I don't know what TOR she's using, her term of reference that she's using for her job. Because if she knows her TOR, you're not seeing her there in front of her office there. If she knows her TOR, she will find means to see how the city can generate funds to be able to get the city going. If she knows her TOR, if she has a problem with the superintendent, she will know how to channel her grievances. The first thing that discouraged me about her statement yesterday, she said she gets in the car to go to Monrovia to go talk to the caucus to tell them about cows that are in the town. And if she just going to tell them any cow that are on the street, why you have to go to Monrovia? All the lawmakers were in Ggaa. They had 1 month vacation, Christmas break. Use that occasion to talk to them. Why are you leaving your place to go to Monrovia? Why you want to go to Monrovia? Why you couldn't tell them? Or why you can't communicate with them?
Maybe she want to go to Monrovia, where it will be the cocos will be in the meeting, 5 of them, and she just go there and just put it out there. Cows are roaming our cities. We need y'all to tell her what to do to get rid of the cow. I think that's why she want to do that.
Yeah, but you myself communicating now. They got networks. You got a piece of job to do in Israel. So you can write the chairman and tell them to establish a Zoom conference with you and them so you can tell them. You don't need to go to Monrovia. You already don't have resources. You go to Monrovia, what you pay, the gas you use, your driver you carry, all those things you can use it probably to pay people to take the tax from you from your place.
Wow.
Yeah, look, you got to be innovative to be able to make things happen for your place, for wherever you work. If you principal for school, you got to be innovative. When you sit in mayor, there are a lot of things you can do. But everybody just focusing on money. You got to give them money to do stuff. First of all, what you doing to get a place okay for before people will give you money? You know?
Yeah, because let me ask you one question here about you saw a lot of superintendents. When you went to school there, you left, you saw a lot of superintendents before the Civil War. I think one of them, the last guy was from your area, the Kudamo district area. Our current superintendent, you think he's doing a better job?
The current superintendent don't even
you need to prop it up a little bit.
Yeah, look, Prince, when I go to Labrador, I make sure I speak to all my lawmakers. I had an opportunity to speak to Jacob, Yaya, Marie. Soka was in town, so I never met him. But everybody talk about the relationship with the superintendent. Superintendent don't respect them. Superintendent don't talk to them. Every one of them. I'm seeing it here on your station. So tell me now, how effective the country going to be?
Senator Zoe said I did do.
I also Zoe, yeah, I never met Zoe. I never met Soka. But I met the people I just named, Jacob, Marie, and Senator Yaya. I met Yaya in Zwedru. I met Marie in Monrovia. I met Jacob in Monrovia. So it's troubling if you have the local leaders and the head of the local leadership not even speaking to those that the people elected. Nobody elected the superintendent. So if even the president appoints you, your commitment, the president was elected by the very people that elected the senators and representatives. You understand that?
Yeah.
So the person that elected, the person appointed you, your obligations to the people. So when the people elected these people, I don't care what the decentralization clause says. You still have an obligation to talk to these people, to share with them, and what is it that you're doing, what is unfolding. If you can't do that, then I don't know what you serve as lawmaker for 12 years. So those are the same reason why our country is what it is. I remember I was in Monrovia when the president was thinking about appointing the superintendent of NIMA. Prince Johnson was not for it from the beginning. And people went and talked to her, and she went there and talked to Prince. I remember I saw the picture and everything. After they appointed her, she worked with all of them. Even up to this point, she still worked with them. Keep them in the loop. Let them know the progress you're making. If you have a problem, you share it with them. I saw the interaction between the senator and the superintendent in the presence of the vice president. Yeah. That was very embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
That was very, only you grant you that those things can happen.
Well, our superintendent and the Senate chair, real heated, well, I don't know how to call it, but that was embarrassing to the county. That was very embarrassing.
Yeah,
the City Hall before the war, the palace of the Tottenham Palace, it was a decent place according to information that we got. You went around that area a few times?
I got pictures I will send to you. The grass that around that place is more than the grass that were on the Cali campus where the superintendent went and jailed somebody.
Left that grass and went and was hanging up. He told the man to put a hanger in number 1.
Yeah. The grass I saw around the palace.
Can you send me that
It's more
photo?
than the grass. I will send it to you.
I want to put a see it there. I want to put a see because these photos, this kind of video here that we are seeing what it dirt like this. This is embarrassing and very much.
This is the road that leads to this Reggie City Hall. When you are coming from I say Desert Speedway, and this is where they are dumping tithes. Just imagine in the heart of the city, you have so much tithes. People are just dumping it from left to right. This road leads to the city hall. Imagine. As you can see, that's the from afar you can see the quota. That's the road that is heading to the former city hall, Desert Speedway. This is where they are.
Wow, Grand Ggaa County, Swadru City. It's according to your city. He grew up in that city. He froze. The honorable man froze. After he finished in his own city, he grew up. He saw the city. He froze. The honorable man saw his own city. Dog more zoo. A brother, I said, dog more Z. He saw the play. He froze. Look at his pictures. This is discouraging, man. These guys just don't need to only be worrying about food. I mean, they shouldn't just only be worrying about money. They should be worrying about cleaning the city. The city is terrible. It's deplorable. Dirty. So people get cholera in that place and start dying. I mean, getting sick. You go around, collect money from marketeers, from businesses, and you pocket the money. That's what they do. They don't even hire people who will go around and do day labor to clean the city and get little thing to pay them $5 a day when you work. But G there was taking a personal money to clean that city cause ready. They said he should tell them how much he's spending. That they business, they don't want to get their money, that they pay money, that G there pay money. Then they say G there can't tell them what kind of money he get, where he taking the money from. Oh, look at yama. Look at it around the former city hall. You from Grand Ggaa, you can see shame, embarrassing situation we got on our hands. Why should we end it on like this? You go to Nima, the people city clean, Ganta sharp. But when you enter Zodru, the things you nyangami. Mami when you are pushing, nobody call nyangami. Yeah. Discouraged. I mean, this is not a city.
I'll send you 2 pictures. One in a very compound you actually.
Administrative building compound. They say you got DS and things running in that place though. No guy able to go home.
See the grass and compare that grass with the grass that they have on the Cali campus.
Yeah, where the guy went and grabbed the people's son. Then he said they must put a hanger in number 1. The woman who they said the mayor were on the show line and she said I told her they must go to the prison compound and free people who they get in jail for cell phone, jacking cell phone. Some of them owing 300, 500 or 600 like $1 and bring the people to clean the city. She said human right. They want not human right they doing to the city. This administrative building. Look at the grass from the compound. Look at the grass. This is the unfinished fence project. You even burying the fence. Where you get cut the grass? Oh man.
No man, that down there, not serious, man.
Look at the fence.
When you talk about it, then yeah, they say the person like them, the person that are not a choice. I mean, let's assume all these things happening. Then what? Yeah, I gotta do your work.
No, nobody get time for people hate me, people not hate me. We don't go around. Why you want your friend man say let you for?
You know.
Once you're doing your job, the man ain't got problem with it. But it's discouraging, man. For the city to look like that, man. Mr. Collins, man. The city. Your city, the city that you saw, that you probably didn't break down in and play football in. That a city like that. So, Mr. Collins, my thing tonight is for you to get engaged with that lady and see how you can help that lady to help that city. But again, what you said too, I understand it. If she start taking the initiative to start cleaning the city, brushing the city, making sure that those things, those roads are passable or pliable, or just pliable. We don't need quota in no area, but clean the place. Even the quota that in Zwedru, Grand General County, you know when it rain, the sand comes on the road, and the sand get close to the quota, you can't see the quota. So at the result, when Nehemiah got it to his children down there, the children say that red, that brown quota, do they have brown quotas in Africa? The children spend the answer that baby, they get brown quota. This is that funny thing. This is just dirtiness at the best. You wear all these clothes, you go and receive the president, and your city is like that. The man took this vice president in the city hall that is hot and dirty. I don't think Jesse Grant can even wash those curtains.
Another discouraging thing.
In the place, watch them go and hang them all when dignitary coming. Put an AC in the place so people can be cool. I mean, these are things that needs to be done.
Or Prince, see PTU air conditioner in La Presse, $250. I mean, it was just demeaning for the vice president to say, if I knew the cow that you killed yesterday, you are not going to kill it, or you're going to pull it together, we'll sell it and buy air conditioner. When Chesia Grant has just used $400,000
to buy
five. One of them costs $5,000. You got so much money left. You knew the vice president was coming in fast city hall. You saw the picture of the administrative building. The administrative building, there's no air conditioning in the whole building. I visited that building when I went there first. Mill renovated that place, and every office in our building have air conditioning AC. I went to Washington, the only office. That time you were project planner. I went to the guy who was the head of Lands Mine Energy office. I took my dad there. Everybody had air conditioning there. But right now, there's no air conditioning in the entire building. They got, I think, 25, 30 offices in that place.
No AC.
No AC.
Everybody here there, everybody on their own call for.
Where the AC went?
The Lutheran, the private talking to the private houses. The private talking to the personal houses. Because AC.
No, if the city mayor can come up with a plan, we encourage people to help her. They need to start hiding behind politics, because political parties don't fix places. Yeah. That the individual that work fix places. So whether you're from party, you're not from party, when they give you a responsibility as an individual, you execute your responsibility. And I think that what they need to do when you want a job, when they give it to you, you come out for playing.
A lot of people call
Until
that. A lot of people say the city mayor does not have plan.
the city mayor said she never visited the one that the cow hit. And when you listen to her reason why she never visited the woman, it's just sad.
They say the woman.
You already there, the woman got hit. And you never visited her. But people in America are raising funds, they're generating funds to send the woman to hospital. You can use your office to make sure that guy is persecuted. I mean, to me, they should sue the city mayor office and all for that hit. Because the city we shouldn't have that cow moving around in the city.
Yeah. They should sue the city mayor
office. Yes, that woman, I mean, she should have done it. A lawyer then should have done it.
Yeah, we raised some money for the woman for her to go to the hospital.
Well, they are still well. And you asked her whether she went to the woman, she visited the woman, she said no.
She said she didn't go there.
And she said she never went there because she want people to feed, and she put the people on the street. You got your office powerful more than the people you put on the street. The people that there, they were demonstrating for what happened. But your office is more powerful. You don't need to depend on anybody.
Yeah. But that's our county. We'll continue to speak, Mr. Collins. We shouldn't hold back. We gotta teach these people, help them up. The city mayors need help. They need help, Mr. Collins. And you just said it on the show that when she put her house in order, that may clean her city. When you see her start cleaning her city, then you can jump in and help her.
All of us, yeah. I mean, you listened to the folks yesterday, they're willing to. A lot of guys here are willing to. And, the questions and other things, she should let her do something. Let her discourage the idea that she will not go to school. She can talk to principals, call them to your office. Or write them and ask them to come so you can have a discussion on community service. Convince the students.
Yeah.
You got to be innovative. They wrap themselves up into the politics to the extent that they can't even talk to other people. 65%, almost 70% of those that voted in Grenada voted for CDC.
Yeah.
But Unity Party, you cannot run a county without much people when you're not incorporating everybody. So when you're appointed to this position, you got to open up and make sure. You know what they fail to realize, and that what if I look at him, it kind of pushed me back a little bit. Joseph Boakai, who won the elections, there were so many people lined up to be a foreign minister. He appointed somebody who ran against him, that opposed him as foreign minister. One of the most effective foreign ministers we got right now in the Republic of Liberia. It's not about party. So when you take over the position of being mayor of the city of Zwedru, you need to incorporate everybody. The way and manner in which you reach out to people will be willing to help. The former city mayor down there, she was from the opposition party. Get them together and find out how you can form a team. Because you're not meaning. If you say you go party-wise, you're not going to have people to help you. Because you don't have the numbers.
I have the numbers.
So, they need to do better than what they're doing. We open up. Like I told you, Rita is my friend. I know her. Every time I go down there, I have the opportunity, we can talk. But when it comes to Grenada, you got to do your job. And, if you need help, you ask. But what they're doing down there, they're not working. They're just sitting down doing nothing.
So, Mr. Collins, before you close, I want to ask you about these. If you look in the back here, there are a couple of buildings here. You see the administrative building, a compound. Okay, I know buildings owned by individuals.
Which one? Let me see what you're talking about.
The 4 houses in the surrounded you is surrounded with grass. It's dirty.
No. Those buildings that you're looking at are outside the fence.
Oh, so
I think the person that did the picture took it from the other side, outside the fence, on the other side.
yeah.
They were in the fence when they took. They were in the yard when they took that picture. So the ones that you see down
This
there, the
place is
outside.
in the yard or outside?
In the yard, the grass is in the yard.
Shit. What are they doing? Mr. Collins, I will let you to
Yeah.
conclude. We will have another show. We're going to continue to speak on these things. That the only way our people will get to know that are here in that city mayoress that will need to help her up. I don't want you to get angry. I don't want you to stay back on.
Uh, no, we just need to speak truth to power. It's nothing about getting angry.
Yeah,
Trust me, when Rita starts to do good things, we're going to support her.
yeah,
But Rita can be sleeping now and shifting blames here and there, and we still supporting her.
yeah.
You know, I,
She
I
need to
don't
take
think anybody can stop her from doing her job.
she need to take a
Yeah.
responsibility. But before I let you to conclude, I want to play the tape for those who are coming. This is difficult to see, but I have to do it. We want to show things that are difficult to see for the people to see these things. Look at this. This is the road that is going to the city hall, the place where they can rent. They can lease the place. They rent it out. People go there and they have their programs. And you can't even clean the road that is going there. This is dangerous. Snakes can jump from those bushes. Or it will take the people of the county to brush up that place. Grab the
So this road leads to the Sweju City Hall. This is the Sweju City Hall, and this is the road that leads to the Sweju City Hall. When you are coming from uh, smell say Desert Speedway, and this is where they are dumping tires. Just imagine in the heart of the city, you have so much dirt. People were just dumping it from left to right. This road leads to the city hall. Imagine. As you can see, that's the from afar you can see the quota. Uh, that's the road that is heading to the former city hall, Desert Speedway. This is where they are dumping dirt. So you see, that building you are looking at is the city hall, and this is the road that leads to the Sweju City Hall. How frustrating it is. So this road leads
wow, Mr.
to the Sweju
That's your city.
City
Oh,
Hall. This
that's your
is
city you're born in. That's your city right there. That's your city you're born in, Mr. The city
Why
hall.
not?
My city hall, they play wild ball. My city hall, you run, it right there on First Street. I know they get First, Second Street, right there. It's like opposite.
You're born right in Chinatown, but I know you're sitting there, man.
At my city hall there, opposite the plaza. We used to go to city hall. We come back by the year and constantly to go and sing in the play. Yeah, that they play there where the people can rent that place. You gotta know.
Yeah.
I personally know that people renting that the people rent that place to go have programs there. And the road are leading there. They can't even all the company that the yellow machine and they can get a Chinese people to carry in the bushes. They can't tell the people to create the area.
Yeah, you're right there.
Senators, superintendent, all the senators. There's 2 senators we got. There's 3 superintendents. That's the city hall. When they go there, they won't have program. So they drive in that bush. Do they drive on that road?
Why did nobody carry the vice president there?
They can't carry in there. The man will get paid.
The first place they carry him no AC. He said they must sell the car on him to go buy AC.
The
So
man
I'm gonna carry him.
the man went for sweating. Then the man said, myself, it's a 5% I kill one cow, the other cow, they spend me put cow in a car and carry grandmother and carry Nima. The man said, my man, they play premium here. He promised they're gonna pay my wear hat. I said I had in talking about cow, but said the cow then and buy AC. So let's say you sell one of the cow for 1,200. Okay, and when we just bought one cow, they feed it in more there. So it's where you will be. Maybe let's say that it's for you for a G. You can get it, man.
There are four
AC. But you know you want to buy it. I said the man can be in your own office, the man sweating. So let me give you the time, Mr. Collins, to because when we continue it's very city would not yesterday we thought it was very city. As a city mayor, who's stopping you from doing your job, my mayor? Why the city dirty, my mayor? And nothing we got from the woman, but we'll continue to bring her to talk to the people to I need help. With G there, look, when it rains, the mud can come, the dirt comes on the streets and just cover the quota. The people now want to take broom to sweep the quota. See the city mayors of Ohio. You saw that guy from Siafa, Memorial City Corporation. They got the MCC behind it, and they were taking the people cleaning the city. If you sell some people, the people then can go sell on the road and finish they lead it there right there. Those are the putting what they got on. Look at that, what I play more low like that. Then she said somebody get something. What you just said, the city can buy their own garbage thing. From the businesses that are there. We got no businesses in the city, they put there too. But anyway, Mr. Collins, they want to talk about grandchildren. They will not get out of here tonight. Let me give you a chance to conclude here, Mr. Collins.
Okay. Just thanks for Prince. Thanks for having me. Good for us to have this conversation. I don't want anybody taking it personal. If you want to take it personal, that's your business. But once it has to do with grandchildren, we got to stand up for that county. There are a lot of things that we can do there. A lot of things that the city mayor can do. A lot of things that the superintendent can do. First of all, they need to put their acts together, and they need to start talking to one another because whatever differences they got, they affect the county greatly. And these are clear indications that the county is affected. I went on the university campus, and you not believe with the short time that Eric Bottle stayed down there, that Bottle, the people got trash cans in the park and on the campus, places that you can put trash in. They need to adapt some of those things. So you go there now, you can see papers all around the place. The park is clean. You get no students there. When you study, you got paper, you put it in the trash can. Gradually, they're going to get used to that. But coming to the city of Sweden and coming to the way and manner in which Sweden law is very, very disheartening. But all is not lost. People, the city mayor should try to come up with a plan and reach out to people and lead by example. Do something. Let's see that you're seriously doing it. Take the dates that you got all over the place in front of your office and team. Start to clean it. And when you get stuck, people can put together to help. With so many here, everybody wants to help the county. But we make sure that people do not help the county until you guys start to show by example. When you start to do stuff, we put our hands around you. We're not going to sit down and do your job for you. You start doing your job, and then when you get stuck, we'll do it. You got enough resources in the place there. We can't be begging like other people around. We just beg all around when we got resources. We got construction companies. We got people working in the mining area. All those guys can contribute to the cleanliness of that city. We need to reach out to them. So I just want to thank you, Prince, for having me. Like I said, we will continue to be very vocal when it comes to grandchildren, but at the same time, we'll be willing to help whoever needs help if you lead by example. So thanks a lot for having me on your show, young man.
You're welcome, Mr. President. But that city there, it needs to be. What Jerome is saying here, that even though we finish with the show, you say Prince Double is in a new city. This is not the new city hall built by SKD. That's the old city hall that was from 1960. So even when I old city hall, I had a day running so to look. It had the
I
old
can
city
tell you
hall
the day.
where you that you
Yeah.
where you born is where you know is where you. The time you were there, I had the old people were dead like that. When you were
Yeah,
in,
but besides what you say, there were dead going to the old city hall and there were dead going to the new city hall. There are two roads there. When
yeah,
you go into the old city hall, the dead he talking about is there. And there's a road when you come from the old city hall that from Deswa Road, you're not passing in front of or you're not passing from TWI area from Deswa Road going to the city hall. That were so that two different deads down there that they're talking about. So Moneymaker, all of us grew up in Zredu, knows Zredu very well. There are two roads leading to the
but
city hall.
even that city hall or old city hall, Mr. President, that's how it's supposed to be with third party over there. The city mayors or the city council or the city people cannot put policy in place. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, here we, young, we can't get your mazor, die, yours, woman, one. Then, by you, I know that I want to be a more one, to my general, do I go? By you, I know that I want to be a more so that I might. To my head, no, I do. You are around, walk away, to my wood, 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 you walk.
Is that the why I'm not blaming? And those who are very famous in releasing some money, some cash, they always got the name on top of things over there. So the city is dirty. Go or come down. There is no need, there is no way we can sugarcoat these things, play tiki-bar around or dance around the thing. Let me give you the city before we go. This is the city there, mommy, ta. Everybody, ta, everybody
So
here. This is your
road
city.
leads
But you don't say,
to
okay, that the whole
the
city hall, so they
Sueju
can be dirty.
City Hall. This is the
Well, I was
Sueju
like,
City
you know,
Hall, and this is the road that leads to the Sueju City Hall. When you are coming from I would say Desert Speedway, and this is where they are dumping tithes. Just imagine in the heart of the city, you have so much tithes. People are just dumping it from left to right. This road leads to the city hall. Imagine. As you can see, that's the from afar you can see the quota. That's the road that is heading to the former City Hall, Desert Freeway. This is where they are dumping diets. So you see, that building you are looking at is the City Hall, and this is the road that leads to the Sweju City Hall. How frustrating it is. So this road leads to the Sweju City Hall. This is the Sweju City Hall, and this is the road that leads to the Sweju City Hall. When you are coming from Desert Freeway.
Attachez vos ceintures.
This is where they are dumping diets.
C'est tout le monde qui bouge, c'est les danses qui les secours.
On va bouger là.
Alberic Manjo, Edison Baby.
La joie, aujourd'hui là, demain, tout le
c'est à revoir. Plus jamais ça.
Allez-y là. Allez-y. Petit François. Yahweh Jimmy. Yaouda.
En position. Attention. En position. C'est Patrice de Molo ou bien?
On est là, le monde est là.
Hermano.
Hermano est là aussi. not see the test. Y'a pas l'eau partout. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to do it tonight. We're going to call it a night here and go to bed here. Stay safe here if you're in the Louisville area, Tennessee, Indiana, and all the way to Illinois or wherever. Stay safe over there. Don't drive when you're not supposed to drive, or you're going to get stuck in the snow. So if you're not supposed to drive, don't drive. Stay home, relax, and listen to the old man.
Oh, you want interest or 900 story? Yo, mukba. I want you what? Most only you know about it. You're obviously interest. All more money out to your dollar. I'm on my new car. I guess so. Yeah, Mura. You're there. You're here. You're here.
On ya Kokobi. Yeah, what do you wear? Yeah, what do you know? Monia, what do you know? Yeah, pull a weed out of a party. Yeah, I blame Willie. I blame Lee. I blame White. Papa Spade. Papa Spade. That the Papa Spade. I let the Papa, I have a Papa down there. The Papa so recipe, perfect piece. Yeah, the Papa so recipe. It's not Papa that I'm the last day game Papa. Papa down there, you see, when Zoka and say, I'm going to do you club, you club, and you club people. I get it. Oh, yeah, more, yeah, damn, my dear. Oh, you'll be a better boss, yeah, dear, better boss. So, that will speak. You know, our brother-in-law, Sano Johnson in Philly over there. He listened to the video here. The guy, I think from Cape Mine or Bombing. So he listened to the video. He kept a woman while playing the thing. So he made well to listen to a woman explain the video to the man. Make him manage. But I saw a bread wrap of couple. I see my man at the level.
Oh, you want interest or 900 story? Yo, mukba. I want you what? Most only you know about it. You're obviously interest. All more money out to your dollar. I'm on my new car. I guess so. Yeah, Mura. You're there. You're here. You're here. You're here.
Oh, yeah, go away.
Magira brevere lo que yo
That's it right there. That's how we're gonna do it for tonight here. I hit y'all with Jimmy. Y'all listening to Jimmy. Jimmy desperate, man. The late Jimmy, he died. He died. Died in the Ivory Coast or India, one of those places they took him, but he died. It was a long time that he died. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to bring on Mr. Tomo Yaya here. We'll call the superintendent. He's our buddy. He's our friend. We want to hear from him. We hear from him for long. We want to hear from him. But we'll get Mr. Tomo Yaya on here. So, Tomo Yaya, you speak to the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know the time yet. We're trying to bring it. Again, the journalist that was arrested by the president, vice president going into town, henceforth body was released today. And one of the guys on the run because they wanted to arrest him, so he had to retreat. And Ggaa, they need to stop arresting journalists in Graa County. What the heck going on with these leaders over there? If you don't want people to criticize you, you don't want people to bring your bodies outside to the world, then do a good thing. Stop being a funny guy, just a journalist. You're gonna grab a journalist, put a guy in jail on Thursday. I did Friday one on the campus, and they released the guy today. And then one of the guys on the run. And it's not good for the county. If our leaders will start to arrest people who criticize them, it will be a very bad thing for the county. So we don't want that. Again, Honorable William K. Senior, welcome again here. You came late, but we had Mr. Collins on here. And I'll call you tomorrow, so we'll talk, Mr. Ggaa. And we can see how we can get you on this show one of these days to speak to your people also, Mr. William Ggaa Senior. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to call this thing on night. We're going to call this thing on night here tonight and go. Yeah. If you're in Kentucky, be very much safe. If you're not safe, you'll regret it. So be safe and be happy. While you are safe out there, you need to be happy. So if you're not supposed to drive, don't drive. If you're supposed to drive, drive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you when the time comes. Y'all look for me. Catch me if you can.